The King's Dogs. The tiring room is suddenly full of dogs, excitable little spaniels. For formality's sake, a footman announces that the king is coming. All the goings-on in the room, the eating and drinking, flirting and gossiping, jokes and congratulations, stop in an instant. For a moment there is nothing to hear but panting and snuffling on one side of the doorway and well-shod feet approaching from the other. Then Anne's uncle is at the door, and the room lowers itself, bending at the waist and the knee. The men on either side of him have kept their heads covered, so must be ambassadors, here to examine Mary. The usual pack of courtiers follow the three of them as they approach her, and she greets them all with a perfect curtsy, first taking a step to one side, towards the men, then drawing the foot back so that her heels touch, before making a bend of carefully judged depth, allowing her arms to fall gracefully to her sides. All the men, apart from the king, bow in return, the ambassadors slightly, the courtiers deeply and elaborately. The king lifts Mary's face by the chin, holds on to it while he praises her dancing, her poise, her height, her fine verse-speaking, her charming yet modest demeanour, and, most fulsomely, her beauty. The ambassadors join in with accented compliments. Meanwhile, Anne's favourite spaniel, Hortense, starts sniffing about her skirts, so she bends down to pet her. They are both of them afflicted with a constant watering of the eyes, and Anne believes that this has given them a special understanding. She is stroking Hortense's ears when a hissed, "Your Highness," from somewhere makes her jump. The king has finished with Mary and is now addressing her. As she straightens up, she feels one of her worst blushes coming, hot and red, spreading out from the sides of her nose all the way to her ears, up to her temples and down to her neck. Once the blush has started, nothing can go right, and her curtsy is sufficiently unlike Mary's for some of the courtiers to laugh a little into their sleeves. The king, at least, doesn't laugh. She looks straight up at him, at his black, intelligent fox face, and waits to hear what he has for her. "Anne, I think you astonished our court tonight." She sees she is expected to speak. "How is that, Your Majesty?" "With your voice. We hear it so seldom, and that is a great pity, for it is a very fine thing, sweet and clear. If you were not a princess, you should have a great career upon the stage. It was a pleasure for us to hear you speak your lines, a great pleasure. We must work upon that voice. I shall have Mrs. Barry give you more lessons." "Thank you, sir." "But tell me," and he leans towards her, "which shall you be, do you think? A comedienne or a tragedienne, Anne knows that she should provide an answer, but she has nothing to offer except more blushes. All the same, an answer comes. "Her Highness is too modest to give an answer, for the truth is that she knows she must excel in both." But it isn't her voice. It is an older, altogether more confident one, and it comes from behind her, from the same source as the hiss. Insolent Mercury speaking out of turn. Her uncle's gaze shifts, and a change comes over him, so that he reminds Anne of the way Hortense looks when she thinks she might have caught the scent of something interesting. "Vivacious Mercury." And he beckons Sarah Jennings forward. She makes her curtsy, a little awkwardly because she is still in breeches, but a sound performance all the same. "So, Mercury, what will you?" "I, Your Majesty?" "Yes, the Lady Anne is for the stage, but Mercury?" Sarah gives the king, the ambassadors, and court gentlemen only the shortest time to watch her thinking before she replies, "Well, sir, when Mercury has put off his costume, he must become Mrs. Sarah Jennings again, a most dutiful maid of honour to her Grace of York, and later, if it pleases God, some gentleman's..."